The holy daughter of the Red Sect rested on her throne as she thought of all that was to follow. Never had the cult trespassed into the twisting nether. The demon tides that came with the red moon brought the demons to them, so they never had the need to go to the source. But what the holy daughter seeks isn't simply a gaggle of demons. As the holy daughter is caught in her thoughts, a red priest bearing a scythe enters her throne room. "Your Excellency," the man says, "we have referenced the maps we have of the twisting nether and have prepared to open the portal." The holy daughter stands and moves past the red priest with haste. She can feel the excitement building within her as she leads the scythe-bearing red priest through the temple compound. The portal room of the temple opens before the pair, and they find themselves among hundreds of other red priests and priestesses. Attention carries in the air as more than a few other gathered cultists are wondering at the wisdom of their current course. The priests and priestesses straighten up as their holy daughter enters the mass and approaches a magic circle drawn on the stone floor. The runes and sigils appear violent and jagged as though drawn by claw. Even unprimed, the spell circle hints at the terror that rests beyond the veil. The holy daughter observes momentarily before snapping her fingers and moving back from the circle. Her priests and priestesses move fluidly and begin channeling energy into the magic circle. Green, fell, energies glow as they violently rise into a gate. The fabric of reality seems as fragile as paper for a moment, before tearing completely. A doorway between dimensions forming. A number of the red priests and priestesses swallow nervously as the holy daughter's eyes shine with a challenging light. She looks to her cadre and motions for the scouts to move into the swirling gate. The red priest with the scythe slams the butt of his weapon into the floor and leads his unit into the fell. The holy daughter watches silently as dozens of her elite forces trespass into the demon's home territory. For a time, the process is smooth, and more of her forces make their way into Doom's path. But even through the warped fabric of reality, she can hear the clamor of battle. Curses and cries escape through the gate as whispers. Most of her forces have moved through, but she doesn't know what waits on the other side. The holy daughter gauges the risks of going into danger's way herself. But she's not ignorant of the fact that she is the Red Sect's most powerful combatant. She can't just let her people die while she waits. Not waiting for the next group to pass through, the holy daughter steps into the gate. Passing through the portal feels as comfortable as walking through an open door. But, on the other side, a battlefield can be found. Red priests and priestesses face a horde of demonic beasts. Whether they be hounds or felines, the demons are ferocious with an appetite for flesh and souls. In a place like the twisting nether, bountiful feasts don't just present themselves often. The beasts have no intention of passing up the offering. The cultists fight with daggers and their own summoned demons, even against a ragtag band of demonic beasts on the periphery of the demonic dimensions. The Red Sect combatants are pushed to their extreme. Feral beasts claw and scrape against the flesh of hellhounds and field guards. The ground is spilled over with both red and green blood as the fighting grows intense. The red priest with the scythe methodically executes one mid-tier demon after another, his fighting style vastly superior compared with most of the other cultists. Already their forces exceed 100, and they have more flowing through the portal by the moment. But the demonic beasts are still spawning on the battlefield. The holy daughter scowls at the weakness of her front line. She extends her right hand to the defenders and accesses her blood magic. Blood tears through the skin of her hand, and as it leaks from her, evaporates into a mist. The holy daughter projects her blood mist out over her cultists and their summoned demons. In a moment, the spell, Blood Haze, takes effect on her soldiers. The fighting picks up in earnest as her warriors cut deeper and fight harder to push the demonic beasts out of their territory. The holy daughter watches the tide turn, and her people begin to carve out the heart of the opposing force. As the battle begins to die down, the holy daughter takes the time to assess their space. The twisting nether is a bizarre place with many different biomes. The one they're currently in has the appearance of jagged rock under a green nebulous sky. Random satellites of stone platforms float haphazardly across the green sky while lightning bolts strike intermittently. The Holy Daughter looks to see the man with the scythe approaching. "Riker," the Holy Daughter says, "how many did we lose?" The man's lips twitch. 11. The number doesn't surprise the Holy Daughter. "Send the bodies back and begin scouting out the territory. I want to know what we're going to be facing." Riker nods and sees to his tasks. All around, red priests and priestesses are busy either harvesting from the fallen demons or setting up camp. So long as mana is poured into the portal, it will remain active. This assault was merely the advance party. Many more priests and priestesses will come, and with them, the lowest tier combatants, the acolytes, will be brought to fill out their numbers. The Holy Daughter never had any doubts that there would be significant casualties. But with Rune under her thumb, she has no more pressing need for soldiers than this. Founding their camp takes most of the day, but their foothold is secure, at least. We've identified the dominant demon in this region. It's a Void Lord. The Holy Daughter looks at Riker mildly. "Can you handle it?" The man has a complicated expression on his face. I can try." The Holy Daughter knew that Riker was a capable fighter, perhaps even her best. But against the demons of the twisting nether, there was no need to waste good soldiers. "No," the Holy Daughter said. "I'll take care of it. Put together an escort." Riker bows and sees to his purpose. Soon the Holy Daughter and a dozen cultists march their way out of the encampment. The Void Lord's residence is easy to spot. A rough-hewn castle of black and gray stone rises to the green sky, as if to pierce it. A number of the priests and priestesses tremble as they fall under the shadow of the fortress. The Holy Daughter is unfazed as she leads the troop across a wide expanse of loose stone to reach the gate of the castle. The creatures within hide in the void, invisible to the priests and priestesses, but not invisible to the Holy Daughter. As they stand before the gate to the Void Lord's castle, the Holy Daughter begins to speak. Her words are imbued with mana and spread out over the entirety of the castle. Submit or die. The ultimatum is simple because there really are no other alternatives. Either the Void Lord and its minions come under the Red Sect's banner, or they will die. While killing a demon outside the twisting nether will only return it to the nether from whence it came, killing a demon inside the twisting nether grants it a true death. Older, more powerful demons tend to be more cowardly. They would rather serve than die. The Holy Daughter would like it if this demon saw things this way. The gate remains closed, and the Holy Daughter's patience reaches its limits. Death, then,